Tymesia gameplay is very interesting to folks who are fans of Souls-like games. If you're a fan of From Software games, the Tymesia gameplay that's available for viewership right now on Game Informer, we are going to be looking at. We're also going to be diving into Tymesia gameplay tomorrow to check it out. I did play this game. I took a look at it. I found it to be enjoyable. I also thought it had a lot of problems. Apparently, a lot of those problems have been addressed. So in this video, we're just going to be looking at the gameplay from Game Informer, breaking it down, responding, slowing it down, and seeing what you guys think. Make sure and hit subscribe and the bell button so you don't miss my streams. If you like these types of breakdowns, I'm also a Safe for Work broadcaster. I'm going to end the Sea of Thieves stream and bring everybody over from that stream who was there this morning for that discussion. And this game, when I first tried it out, let me get out of the way so that you guys can see like the heads-up display. When I first checked out this game, there was numerous problems with iframes and windows and stuff just not working. In general, I found the game to be artistically pleasing and cool. I thought it looked pretty dope, but I was like, my gosh, what is going on with it was like parry timing was really, really rough, and doing blocks and parries was really, really rough. But it's got a lot of cool things in it that I think is going to add, layered nature to the combat to not make it feel like just another Souls-like game where you're just sword and board the entire time. So you can see it's got a very, I think somewhat Bloodborne inspired aesthetic and feel. If you've ever played that game, there's a game coming out called Lies of P that is really going to draw on that style and the aesthetic. So you can see there he's doing like these big swipes and swings with his hand, but he also has a blade, and the claw that you can use in this game is a significant mechanic for breaking like blocks and shields. You can see that guy with his shield up. Once he breaks that shield, he's a lot easier to deal with. It is one of the things in the game that I thought was pretty cool with respect to having, some depth to the combat and feeling like there was more than just like block, parry, dodge. There's layers to how aggressive and offensive you can be in trying to get people's, their blocking windows down and things of that nature. You can see how there's like a white bar and a green bar. You see how the white bar started to go back up. So there's an urgency then in the fights as well as like a sort of a sunk cost. You've hit a guy a couple of times, and once that white bar comes down, you can do way more damage to him. So the white bar is kind of the block or posture. I'm going to call it the block bar. That's probably what they call it. So see, he has done permanent damage to him. So the white bar can only go back up as far as the green bar, but it does get to go back up, and then you kind of have to work on it all over again. The person playing seems to be struggling a little bit with some of the dodging. Now, what I struggled with when I played this game was the parry window. I just couldn't figure it out. It wasn't working all that well for me. And there, he got to do an execution and picked up a shield skill shard. If you're just tuning in and you came over from the redirect, guys, do me a favor. Make sure and switch over to live chat and smash that like button. This is a new stream, so let's set our sights on having a ton more likes. Last stream was amazing. We got over 400 likes. Had a really, really great time. There, see? When he breaks that, he can go up and he can do the execution. So it might remind you a little bit of Sekiro. I saw a couple of reviews harp on how bad the parries are. So is parrying still bad? It was bad when I played the demo, and I was told that they addressed that and made it better. That's disappointing that we're hearing reviews pinpoint the same problem again. That was something that I was worried about. I think games like this rise and fall on the combat feeling good. I remember when Kena Bridge of Spirits came out, that game suffered from similar problems. The parry and the dodge and the iframe windows were kind of jacked up. They fixed it. You have it off your wish list. What is this? It's called Thymesia. It's a brand new Souls-like game coming out tomorrow. We will be playing it and checking it out, and I will do my best to give you guys an ongoing Thymesia review. And there's cool mechanics in the combat. And there he got an execution which is, you know, more than likely worth doing. You can see down in the left-hand corner, you have a similar system of you have a white bar and a green bar, just like the enemies do. And then beneath me, there's two different things that you can, I think, throw. And then you have two different, like, abilities. And the things that you can throw have a quantity. Obviously, you need to, like, replenish them if you want. Looks okay. We'll probably wait for a sale, though. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be like a full-price $60 game. Yeah, he's getting busted up by this guy. He's having to heal. So there he's throwing some stuff. There he tried to do one of his abilities. Memory interrupted. So you'll notice, yeah, he tried to do the face ability. So there he threw something. He did one of his throwables, and then he tried to do like the face shield bash, and it did not go. Did not go well for him. Guys, remember, there's 250 of you here that came over with the redirect, man. We need those likes. We need those likes, dude. Early thumbs up on the video really, really helps. So be sure to smash that thumbs up button. The first 100 likes is always a very, very good thing for the vid, and we appreciate you being here. Does Lono get his lunch before starting, or are we going to wait till 3 again? Well, my wife is here, so she'll bring it down to me. The kids had school yesterday, and she was with them because it's a co-op thing, so she wasn't here to give it to me. So here, they're going through, like, let me rewind it so we can have some commentary here. So this is like one of the resting areas, you know, kind of like a bonfire in Souls. And so he's going to sit down in the tree chair there, and you can see there, he's got a whole menu. Level up, unlock talent, plague weapon, potions, use forgotten feather, cease the recall, and resume the game. Those are your options. Yo, Jonzo renewing that membership and hitting a 17-month milestone. Thank you so much for doing that. And they decide to go into plague weapon. So this is one of the things that you can use that was down in the corner. The basic action is you slash forward and stagger the enemy, and it deals 250% attack damage and 250% amount of wounds. And so it's currently at a strength of 7 out of 10. And so he's got other things here he can unlock. You want to unlock shield. So this is the thing that they tried to use in the clip before dying. You hold the shield for a short time and smash forward. Smash immediately when successfully blocked. The smash deals 100% attack damage and 250 amount of wounds. And then you gain 1 stank of defensive buff when blocking successfully. So it sounds like you can block with it as well. Let's see here. What else are they doing? Not enough skill shards. So they ran out of skill shards. So here, unlock talent. So your talents are basically your skill trees. You have saber, deflect, dodge, claw. There might be more. This is where you can drill down on particular things. The saber is obviously your sword, but then you have the ability to do deflections. Your deflections are interesting because I think it's with like a little blade instead of your big blade. It's kind of an interesting like offhand thing that they do. And then that's probably in the deflect category. So here he's just highlighting the very first one. Perform fast saber attacks for an up to a 5-hit combo. That's saber attacks level 2. And so he just kind of looks in there. And then here's what leveling up looks like. So behind me, you can kind of see the talents. You've got total, and then you've got unspent, and then above me you have your character stats. So you have the attack damage, amount of wounds, claw damage, health, and energy. You can choose, kind of what you want to spend money on. So it looks like you just spend between strength, vitality, and plague, and then that affects different things. So if he invests in strength, it's going to affect attack damage and amount of wounds. And then potions, they're not going into potions. Oh, yes, they are. So potions, you have your general potion up to a quantity of 4 with a health recovery of 200. A long-lasting potion, quantity of 3 with a health recovery of 300. So you have different types of potions, and then there's a fast-acting one that they haven't unlocked. It looks like you can hold up to 5. The health recovery is only 100 on fast-acting, and then it looks like there's 3 perks or upgrades that can be unlocked on each potion. Could we get 13 more likes? Oh, and you have to choose which potion you're going to carry. So it looks like you carry one potion type at a time. So whether you want general, long-lasting, or fast-acting. So there's actually a healing economy, a level of freedom here. Because sometimes maybe your playstyle, you really, really need that long-lasting one, but it's slower. And then there's the fast-acting, and then there's the general. So that'll be interesting to see where people end up landing. Like, if a meta emerges, if there's a healing economy that makes the most sense as far as between these three options. Going back into Plague Weapon. Okay, so here is smash into the ground and knock nearby enemies back. So you have like a ground pound. Arch Enigma with 12 months. That's a nice milestone to renew on. Gaming Tier 2 as well. We actually have, I think, 69 or 70 Tier 2 members. We want to get 100 Tier 2 members, so anybody that's considered upgrading. Jackbox for the community game night next week. We're going to let the Tier 2 members in first. If you want to play Jackbox, make sure and upgrade before that. Have to lurk more due to work, says Arch Enigma. Miss hanging out in the chat, but thank you for the awesome daily shows. Thank you very, very much. So this is like a ground smash that you can use. What is? Okay. So I don't know if he highlighted the other one. I kind of want to see what the other one was. He highlights it really quickly. Charge up the knife and perform a deadly attack. Deal a lot of claw damage. It's 100% damage and 150% claw damage. So that's the other one that he kind of highlights there. 69, nice. Yeah. Nobody wants to ruin the Tier 2 count because we're at 69. So these ones are already unlocked, and then he unlocked the shield one. And it looks like you can level them up individually if you want. So he's gonna get in these fights again. And you can see part of the combat centers around getting that white bar down. And man, whoever is playing this is just not very good. Some of those windups were so easy to read. They just frickin' stood there and took it. It's always interesting to me when people play games like this and they upload just awful footage. One of the reasons I didn't upload my footage of this is because I actually had a really hard time with the parries, and that's why I didn't upload it. I thought the game was too rough to upload the footage. Yo, it has been a minute, Joe Burley. Good to see you, man. I hope you're well. I think I'll pick this up. Looks good enough to quench my soul's thirst. So there, he did the knockback thing. Yeah, there's the ground pound. So knocked him back and took about 20% of that white bar and health. See there, okay, so see there are some moves. So that took a ton of their shield or their block, whatever meter, but it didn't do damage. Contrary to some of the times he hits, see, that again doesn't do damage to the enemy. It takes away their shield bar. The green bar barely was impacted. So then he goes and takes advantage and does more damage. And here again, another attack. Boom. That's just shield damage. That's not damage to the enemy. I do wonder, that might be something that people are going to have a hard time adjusting to. Like, just hitting the enemy doesn't actually, it's not an active damage on their body. And then he goes in for the damage, and then he gets clocked a couple times, multiple times. See, the guy's not dead now. He just did a bunch of stuff, and no damage to the enemy, just damage to their shield. And he's getting absolutely walloped. Now, does the white auto replenish? So he didn't take any health damage in that fight. Oh, he just replenished his shield. So you replenish your shield, not your health. So the white bar, that's interesting. I wonder if you level up and that white replenishes on its own or something. People don't want to break the tier 2 member count when they could aspire to greatness and get 6969. It's time for y'all to get your friends. That's right. Okay, so there you can see now the person that we're spectating has taken damage to both the white bar and the green bar. So you can see down in the left-hand corner, we have almost no shields left and 43 points of damage to the health bar. Doing good. Landed at Microsoft, hoping to be in their gaming space the next 2 years. It'd be good to have friends over there, Joe Burley. It'd be good to have friends over there, man. I'm glad to still have some connections in the industry to folks like yourself. You know, you're a good dude. Okay. Notes on Hermes' life. So he just picked up some lore, I think. So it seems like some of the attacks you really don't want to do unless you've got their shield down. Some of these attacks do not seem very efficient. So now that he's got his shield down, boom, he comes in with the claw. Man, that guy's got a freaking... Oh, the ground pound did not interrupt. It did not interrupt. Yeah, this combat rhythm is going to be really, really tough for some people because you invest quite a bit in getting that shield down, and then you feel that sunk cost in the fight. It's like, well, I got his shield down. I need to try to get damage on his body now. You know what I'm saying? Sort of like Bloodborne a bit. Receiving damage gives you a bit of time to regain it if you do damage to the enemy. Kind of reversed. Right. Golly, whoever this is just really having a hard time with the rhythm. Like, what I see happening to a lot of people that play this game is exactly what's happening to the person playing for Game Informer. They get all that damage to the shield. Oh, nice. I've been approved for a review key for the Ascent Cyber Heist. Nice. I can get a key for that and give you guys a nice first look. The combat doesn't look fun or fluid. I will say this. My experience with the combat and watching this footage, if you guys are just tuning in, we're watching Thymesia gameplay and doing a bit of a breakdown. It feels really tradey. Do you know what I mean? It feels very tradey. It doesn't feel like you're getting to like finesse. Really? You wanted to try that again? You're just trading a lot. You're hitting... getting back, hitting, getting back. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's because of the way this person is playing. Maybe there's a rhythm where you get into like, wham, 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 break that shield down. Like on that guy, like that went really well. You know, that went really well. You know, I want to see more of that. He owned that guy. Okay, so you got a range situation here. That guy's got a bow. The guy with the sword and shield. So he's going to do a ground pound. And now's a chance for big damage. See? Yeah, I feel like whoever's playing this is learning. They're learning. Yeah, this is going much better. This is going much better. Okay, so that was a good dodge, and that guy turned pretty quickly. Okay. So the player's efficiency is going up significantly. Because now that they're doing things in the right order. They're breaking that shield down, and then they're going for big damage. It seems like some of the attacks, if you do them in the wrong order, you end up in like a downward spiral where you're not actually hurting the enemy. You're just sort of chiseling on that shield. Is this out? It launches tomorrow. It launches tomorrow. So does the new Sea of Thieves adventure. So depending on how well received this stream goes today, I may or may not be playing this tomorrow. I may just do it as a first look on our first look channel. We try to gauge sometimes like audience response to a game. See, that was good. That was really good. He got his shield down and just blasted him with that claw. There you go. There you go. That was good. Fighting is more like bad fencing. I actually think the gameplay is starting to look better already just because the person that's playing is understanding the systems and they're navigating the systems more efficiently. You can't just start wailing on the guy. You got to get that shield down and then take advantage. Like, oh, I have an opportunity for 20% damage. Boom. No, see, he missed his window. So this fight's not going as efficiently. EA is going to reveal more Dead Space remake in September. Nice. See, he did the claw and it didn't do much because the shield, he needs to get that shield down. So the shield's now down and he goes in with the claw and it pays out big. Do you see the difference? So if you go back, he does the shield there and it does almost nothing. It just takes off that little bit of health and it does nothing to the shield. Right? Nothing to the shield. So now he does something here, maybe a parry. Oh, he does the shield bash. So he does the shield bash. He charges up the shield. Bam. Now the guy's shield is totally gone. Look how more effective the claw is. Watch. He's going to back up. Claw. Dead. Execution. There's a dance. There's a dance to this game. A significant dance. It's not just as simple as slash him down, deflect, and parry. You got to get that white meter down and then go in for big damage with the claw. You use the claw at the wrong time and it barely does anything. The question is, does the enemy regain health if you wait too long? No. What happens is you'll notice their white meter. So see how his white meter's down and it's like black above? So right now his white meter could refill only to the green. This black cannot go, it cannot refill. Now there could be enemies that heal themselves and drink a potion or something, but the intrinsic mechanic is if he disengages with this guy right now and just stops fighting altogether, the white can only go up to the green. The black is permanent. Unless, of course, again, there are enemies who can drink potions, kind of like the invasion fights in Elden Ring. They play like a real player, right? You get enough damage on them, and then they start to heal. And you'll notice the execution healed him. He goes from 117, watch down here in the corner. He goes from 117 shield, he gets a 35 from that. So you have a vested interest in whittling them down to those executions to heal yourself. Sony officially launches PlayStation Games for PC website. They're getting ready to announce that launcher. Maybe. Explore a range of acclaimed titles from PlayStation Studios now available to enjoy on PC via Steam and Epic Games Store. Guys, make sure you're smashing the like button. We're off to a good start, but we're not gonna get traction without likes. This is a lesser known title, so make sure y'all are smashing that like button. Thank you for being here we're looking at Thymesia gameplay. It is on Game Informer's YouTube channel. You for sure? I got a feel for this game. It felt really good. Oh, once I got a feel for this game, it felt really good. Young Windmill. There was a guy in here a little bit ago. His name's Wheezy, and he said he read a couple reviews that said the people are still griping about the parries. And when I played the demo, that was one of my main gripes, was that the parries just didn't feel very good at all. They felt like they didn't work all that well. Now, I was told they addressed that, but I'm hearing that the current reviews are saying similar things, that like parries are still bad. Thanks for reminding me about this gem. I love the demo. It was solid. Yeah, I had issues with the demo with respect to parries specifically. Let's see here. What are we getting? Okay. I think I'm going to take that out. I'm going to take the pipe out. Okay. A Quake 4 remaster would be better than 2. I'm not sure what you're saying. It's Quake 2's 25th anniversary this year. Question, does the enemy... Oh, I already answered that. I love the claw in this game and all the mechanics, says Young Windmill. Lots of stuff's dropping tomorrow. Yeah, there's a handful of games dropping tomorrow. Yep. Look at the aggro. He's kiting these guys all the way up the stairs. You can draw aggro pretty far. I wonder if there's a boss fight in this video. I feel like YouTube's acting up again. I'm not getting responses from people. Are we having like weird stream delay? I'm like asking people questions and I don't know if they're hearing me or something. Like, YouTube's been very strange today. Chat just comes to a screeching halt and I'm not sure what the issue is. Like we were having a lively popping Sea of Thieves discussion earlier and then all of a sudden the chat would just stop. You're good on my end, I can hear you? Okay, okay. People might just be lurking then. Okay. I had more than a few skips, had to refresh a few times. Okay. We might still be dealing with some of those skips from the previous stream. See, what did he get there? Okay, so that charged his ability. So he didn't get any shield energy here. He didn't get any shield energy. It stays at 282. Watch beneath me, though. This execution charges up his shield ability. You know what I'm saying? I wonder if you choose when you go to execute them, like which button to press. It's lunchtime. Yeah, I was just hoping to hear from Young Windmill. Young Windmill, are you still here? Okay, Young Windmill's here. I asked if you thought the parries needed work because a couple of the reviews are still indicating the parries aren't very good, and I felt the same way in the demo. I think this combat will annoy me, so I'll probably avoid. I definitely think there are going to be people that do not like this combat system. It's very different. YouTube keeps ending the stream for me. I have to keep going back to your page. Yeah, I saw Fat Steven Seagal tweeted about that the other day. He was having people kept saying that to him, that it kept telling him that the stream was ending. It's been a while since I played, but I also remember some things needing work. Overall, it was solid. Okay. It sent me back to the start twice. I knew something was wrong. I was like looking at the view count. I was like, something is acting up. Like I knew YouTube was doing something. I was like, this is not normal. Now we look like we're in a good climb. So, is this game free to play? No. It is going to be, I don't know how much money. I can wish list it and I'll get an announcement about its release tomorrow. So I don't know what the I don't know what the price is. I'm going to guess $30. Looking at this game kind of makes me want to try out the latest Final Fantasy Strangers in Paradise game. Got to be a desktop issue. I've not had any problems on mobile. I think they're rolling out regional updates distorted, and I think it affects some people and not others. Physical is $29.99. Oh, Target has it at $29.99. Thank you. Okay, yeah, $30 game. So if you guys are just tuning in, we're watching Thymesia gameplay, and this is launching tomorrow for $30. And you'll notice that the player's efficiency increases on this next run because they start leaning into the mechanics. The mechanics in this game is you have to use certain attacks to whittle down their white bar, which is like their shield bar, and then that enables you to go for big damage with other attacks. So if you attack in the wrong order, you'll be really ineffective and inefficient in your fight. What platforms? Let me tell you. PC and console, it says. So I'm going to assume it's hitting everywhere except for probably the Switch. Let me go to their website. Oh no, Switch. August 18th. Steam, PS5, Switch, Series X, and the Series S. So it, for some reason, is skipping PS4 and the Xbox One, but landing on the Switch. Everything but Switch. Their website says Switch, which is weird because why would you be on the Switch but not the old consoles? That's really, really strange in my mind. Must be cloud. I don't know if you can see that. It's 100% a cloud version. I mean, I've not played any cloud games on the Switch, so I don't even know how it would work. Sorry. Not hard, you just need internet. Is there an example of a cloud game on Switch right now, Wheezy, that I could play? Like, I don't know if I've done it yet. Because anytime I've done anything over the internet on the Switch, I feel like it's incredibly slow. One thing I remember not liking about this game is how much damage the boss does. He can 2-tap you, so you had to be perfect or it's over. And he was really fast. Control Ultimate Edition, Kingdom Hearts 3, Resident Evil 7, Guardians of the Galaxy, Dying Light 2. So those are all played over cloud? I wish I could get Breath of the Wild to run well on my PC. I can't get it to run well. It runs like garbage. I'm not like a big supporter of emulation because a lot of people do that to steal games, which I am not in support of, but I own the game. So I was like, let me try this out, and I can't get it to run well. Hitman 3. Control is free right now on the Switch? No game audio. It's a Game Informer video, so I didn't want to have, like, their commentary going. You gotta do some tuning. Emulating is hard. Wheezy, I turned every enhancement, every feature off. I turned some off, some on. I can't get rid of the hitching. I can't get rid of the hitching. Let's see if there's commentary. Let's see.
Like, this might be doing the same.
Yeah, like it's...
Yeah. I just prefer not to have that in the broadcast. It's just annoying. Like, yeah, man, let's talk about it. Yeah. Like, good for them. I think it's probably a fine video, but it doesn't serve our purposes to have them talking. Like, I switched to a PC that's, like, easily 3 to 4 times stronger than the Switch. And I couldn't run that thing with, like, nothing turned on. I was just running 720, 30 FPS, and it ran like crap. If you guys are just tuning in, we're checking out Thymesia gameplay. There is another video we could check out from IGN. You run it with a 980. I was running on a 1080. I was running on a 2080. It's probably shaders. I turned off all enhancements. All I wanted was the 60 FPS, and it still hitched very regularly. It seemed like it was something with audio. Like a new area and a new audio cue would, like, make the whole thing like go, huh. It's the Wii U version. If you guys are just tuning in, we're checking out the Thymesia gameplay, courtesy of Game Informer. There's an IGN video we're going to check out as well. It's probably shader compilation. Oh, so it's like compiling the shaders on the fly or something? Breath of the Wild will run, but you have a specific version of the emulator for it to work, and drivers might affect it depending on whether you're NVIDIA or AMD. Golly. I wanted so bad to set it up and play co-op with my wife, and I don't have time to troubleshoot. It takes me 30 minutes. I get it all set up, another 30 minutes to troubleshoot. It's like I just threw away an hour. Like, we only got to watch one episode of Star Trek last night because I was doing that. I was troubleshooting that instead of watching a show. Calica says Switch cloud versions suck. I don't feel like Nintendo has good internet infrastructure to be running cloud games, but like, I emulate, but I know my system and what I need to emulate at peak efficiency. I don't know what it was then, because like I said, I turned everything off, and it was running at 30 FPS 720 and 70 and 60 FPS 720, and it was still hitching. And I'm not going to do that. No, Escape from Tarkov is not my cup of tea. It's not shaders, says Akuta Papa. It's the audio. Audio speed synced in many of the emulators. It's how the games work. So sounds can have a massive effect on FPS. That's what it felt like. It was like I'd get to a new area and like a little chingering would happen because I jumped or saw something new, and then the whole game would like lurch. Sounds like Sea of Thieves wasted an hour, nothing to show for it. Tymesia is releasing tomorrow, Doom. We may or may not play it. I don't know. It's hard to play lesser-known games. Like, even today's stream, it's going okay. We might get better results tomorrow because it's the actual launch date. How much is left in this video? Alright. I want to find that other video and show it off. I appreciate that, Akuta Papa. Because I would absolutely love to play that game co-op with my wife. It'd be so fun. Like, we play that game for forever. There's so much to do. This game does really feel like it borrowed from Bloodborne, Sekiro, Dark Souls. Like, it borrowed from a lot of games. In a good way, not in a bad way. In a good way, not in a bad way. All right, let me find the IGN one, see if they have anything else, like anything new. Yeah, I think it looks very cool. I love the art style. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. A day ago, IGN released this footage. This is completely different footage. Hang on. This is called, something circus. It's like a circus area. I want to get this game to scratch the Bloodborne itch. I'm sure people will want to see the game play, because even me wishlisted, I forgot about it. Young Windmill, have you been subbed for me for a while, or did I just like show up in your YouTube feed or something? I'm like curious how you got here today. Were you already here this morning for the Pirates, for Sea of Thieves discussion? You mess up your sleep schedule, gamer problems? Oh, yeah. I've been subbed for a while, saw the game, and you, so I clicked. Oh, nice. Cool, cool, cool. Guys, if you are just tuning in, we're checking out the Thymesia gameplay. We watched a Game Informer video, and this is an IGN video, so this is a different area. If you're enjoying the gameplay breakdown, the discussions, we've been kind of analyzing the gameplay rhythms and the mechanics of the shield bar and the health bar. Make sure and hit subscribe. Make sure and hit the bell button if you've never been here before. Do me a favor and smash the like button if you haven't already. We like to get 200 likes in the first hour of the stream, and we've been streaming for about 45 minutes. Yeah, see, the claw does, like, nothing. Like, so they get this first hit, and so they've got their shield down. And then they get a second hit in with the claw. Oh, I thought they did the claw against the shields. Yeah, the claw is definitely for... Okay, so they got a ton of their shield down, but they haven't damaged their health yet. And there the claw comes in for the cleanup. That was good. Claws for the green bar. Yeah. So the Ascent DLC tomorrow, Quake 2 drops, maybe that on Friday? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. One of our most viewed videos on this stream is the Quake remake. Yeah, so it seems like some people, those sword slashes, like, instantly take their shield down, and some people, no, they don't. Quake Remake? Yeah, there was a Quake Remake a while ago. I think I played it on the... Where did I play that on? The PlayStation? Okay, so that hammer seems to do two things. Wham. So it kind of stuns the guy and takes a ton of shield, no health. More shield down. See, something that seems to happen... Watch the health bar and the white bar. Okay, so he gets that, and he gets some of the green, right? And then... he gets some of the shield there. See how the shield flashes? And also, he gets some of the green. So he's getting shield and green, but not much of the green, truth be told. He's getting more shield than green. So it seems like some attacks do both. So now he's taking health. For what it's worth, massive blip here. Yeah, we can't get any traction with this video because people are just getting blipped. Every time we get into the 250s, 260s, we lose 20 or 30 people. We can't get any momentum because YouTube's having a problem. Damage with the plague weapon seems to do both. Yeah. White Claw is like the new Zima. It's kind of true. I remember in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the one guy, he gets to go back to Earth, and he's never been there. And he falls in love with Zima. He's like drinking it all the time. It was so funny. He's like, this stuff is awesome. I did not do a show about Cult of the Lamb. The challenge with a game like that is we kind of missed the window. Like last week we got kind of we didn't get severely hurt, but with me being out of town, we didn't get to play and check out Cult of the Lamb, and we didn't get to do Spider-Man on PC on launch date. So we did Spider-Man PC gameplay on Monday, and YouTube kind of makes you re-earn your stripes. So they didn't put us in any search results on Monday until after I wasn't streaming. Rollerdrome first look. Yeah, I might record a Rollerdrome first look tonight. I couldn't do it last night, obviously. Or did it release yesterday? I'm not in a good rhythm with first looks right now, and I need to get into a good rhythm, like setting aside time to record them, because they don't take very much time. And it's a great way to feed that channel content and then, you know, sample games to you guys. What else have these devs made? Let's see. So Thymesia is developed by Over Border Studio. Now Team 17 is the publisher. And no, see, I didn't click on Team 17. I clicked on Overborder Studio. Yeah, see, Overborder Studio takes me to the Team 17 page on Steam, which is not helpful at all. We're having a spat with that channel. Yeah. I'm kind of punishing that channel right now. But I want to start putting content back over there. Looks like Death Stranding coming over to the other side. Yeah, we haven't quite seen what exactly the story is with that yet, so that's why I haven't covered it yet. Oh, the developer's only known for Thymesia. Okay. Yeah, Team 17's done a ton of stuff. Overcooked and Worms and, you know. So it's like you go to the Team 17 page and it's like it's just a ton of games that have nothing to do with the studio that made this. Death Stranding is Kojima. Yeah, Kojima was kind of calling his own shots with Death Stranding from very early on. So I don't know how much of I don't think it's a very big story. Because he brought the game to PC before... It didn't even seem like it was a Sony thing. When Death Stranding came to PC, it didn't even seem like it was a Sony thing. It seemed like it was something Kojima did. What if it's literally a profile picture change? Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was something else. I thought it like literally said coming to Game Pass or something. Okay, that's the end of the video. I think there was another one. Did we loop this one? Let's loop this one. I want to watch this again because it was a new area. It's hard to describe Death Stranding to people. I know I enjoyed it. Kojima has been very clear he will not have loyalty to either side of that weirdness. Yeah, it's coming to like Game Pass PC. I'm like, that's not... It was a PC Game Pass profile pic. Yeah, if the PC Game Pass profile picture is going to change to having Death Stranding in it, I don't think that's just a profile picture change. I think that means it's probably coming. And again, I don't think that's much of a story. Like Kojima has made it very clear. He's like he's going to put his titles wherever the heck he wants. And so I don't know. People were acting like that should have been... People weren't acting. There was a couple people that I think they thought that was going to be my lead story today, and I was like, I don't see much to it. It didn't seem like there would be much to discuss. Because even if it does hit PC Game Pass, I feel like Kojima's made it very clear that he's not going to be tied to one system ever again, or one company. He's his own man. I agree it probably signals something, but what if it's just a profile picture change? If it's just a profile picture change, that's an incredibly weird decision. I don't know why you would change the PC Game Pass profile picture to include a game that's not coming to it. That'd be so odd. It's odd because it's a Sony-owned IP. Yeah, but is it though? Like, he brought it to the Epic Store. Like, I don't know. He brought it to the Epic Store first, did he not? Like, instead of going to, like, the Sony Steam store, I thought it came to Epic first. When they did the director... Was it the director's cut or something else? No, it came to PC, and then the director's cut hit PS5, and then the director's cut hit PC later. The whole thing was weird. If it's a Sony-owned IP, they've given him a ton of leeway. They've given him a ton of leeway as far as I can tell. It looks like you can kind of farm some of these little guys to get some of your stuff because you can get those executions on them. How am I feeling about Thymesia? I feel Thymesia gameplay is going to break down for a lot of people because of you've got to get into the rhythm of efficiency of using the right things to get their shield down, and then capitalizing on the shield being down. Like, if you don't do damage to them, taking their shield down, their shield eventually recharges. So it's like, it creates this sunk cost in the fight that creates urgency on the player, and I think some people are going to trip on that and not like it. 505 owns the PC publishing rights. So if 505 owns the PC publishing rights, then 505 is probably the one that made the call. If it gets kicked to PC Game Pass, that was their call, not Sony's. Would you compare it to Mortal Shell at all? This looks more fluid. This looks way more fluid than Mortal Shell. I don't like Mortal Shell. Mortal Shell feels like I'm playing in cement. I could not get into Mortal Shell at all. It felt like I was playing in cement, like wet cement. I'm here for it. We need more developers to take a stance that the weirdo console wars are over. The Souls combat has gotten stale for me after so many games. That's why I couldn't even finish Elden Ring. It got boring. What do you think of this combat? I think the Thymesia combat looks fun because you have to be really, really thoughtful. Mortal Shell was fun, but some of the stuff was frustrating. I'm looking forward to Lies of P and Wu Chang Fallen Feathers. Black Myth Wukong's not coming out anytime soon. They need help, basically, is what they said. That game's got a ways to go. They basically built like the first area or something, and they're trying to hire. I like the spin on the formula, says Jazzification. It'd be strange for Sony not to have some control, and they'd like to be final arbiter. I don't know. Maybe. Kojima probably has a very particular contract with them that allows for things that most other game companies aren't allowed to do. This looks boring to me too, but maybe I'll play it, I'll like it. I mean, we may check it out tomorrow. It's hard to gauge interest today because YouTube's acting up. Like, interest looks decent for a smaller title, so we may check this out tomorrow. It's always hard to gauge interest when YouTube's screwing up because, like, we're not getting momentum because people are getting blipped out of the stream and they probably think it's me. They're like, what the heck is wrong with this guy's stream? And then they just leave. Like, if they're not familiar with me, they think they think I'm having a problem. I mean, I do that. I'll be swiping through streams on TikTok because I'm always trying to gauge how the gaming content does over there. And if somebody's stream is buffering, I just scroll right on by. I don't even give them a second chance. Probably it'll be interesting. Not a story yet, but it could be. Yeah, I want to let that, and I want to let, like, the Sony launcher, I want to let those things percolate. Sometimes things need to percolate before we cover them, because it's like there's nothing, it hasn't really, it's too abstract. It's not fully orbed yet. Kojima's a thief? How do you figure? That may be part of the issue. Technically, what you did was called an end kit, and end kits, especially for GameCube, are notorious for having less performance than other methods. Well, if you can help me do it another way so that I can run the co-op mod, Akuta Papa, I'm open to it. I have a very, very sufficient gaming rig that should be able to run that game co-op no problem. You know, it's got a 2080 in it, and my wife played Borderlands 3 smooth 60 FPS. Like, it should have no problem running Breath of the Wild. And if there's another route to playing it, I'm open to it. I'm playing through Ghost of Tsushima for the first time, and I have to say, PlayStation-only games hit differently. Right? Could be a fun one for you and Madam on Game Pass and co-op. We downloaded that when I was in Ohio, and my nephews tried it, and they said it wasn't any good, but they were also trying to play with my kiddos, and so it might have just not worked. Like, it might not have been a good group dynamic. We had a hard time setting the games up. It was really weird, like, getting everybody in the game. It was kind of glitchy. The game I'm looking forward to that's very similar to that but more intense is called Fueled Up. It's like Overcooked, but you're on a spaceship. And you're trying to keep the spaceship running. Yeah, we watched a trailer for that one. I thought it looked awesome. And then it was just really hard to get everything set up. It seemed kind of glitchy, like it needed a co-op patch or something, which is weird for a game centered around co-op. It's funny, you're not the first person to say that once they hit that platform. Hundreds of millions for a low-performing walking simulator, and he got Yoshida demoted. So... Death Stranding won an award for Best Performance, Best Score in Music. It won a BAFTA for Technical Achievement, and it won a Game Award for Best Game Direction. But he made hundreds of millions on a low-performing game. I think your argument's weak. Like, really weak. The game is critically acclaimed. People loved it. It did very well. It's graphically incredible. It's a very impressive game. And he got Yoshida demoted. I don't even know who that is or how he had anything to do with that. Let me see. I think there's one more video that we haven't watched yet. Death Stranding's much more than a walking sim, and Yoshida got demoted because Jim Ryan wanted to focus more on blockbuster games. All right, we have 10 minutes of gameplay here. We have 10 minutes of gameplay here from IGN. Wait, I think hang on. Yeah, we're on 1080. It looks a little blurry. Oh, this is the opening area from the demo that I played. Death Stranding is Kojima's best game. We're an hour in, guys, and if we keep hemorrhaging, I'm gonna have to bounce to members. I can't do this. It's not a good idea. YouTube's got to fix whatever they're doing in the next 20 minutes, or I'm gonna have to bounce. We're gonna have to bounce to members. It's not good for the channel or us to drag a stream through mud if YouTube's being cantankerous. Because I know that this is the numbers are not reflecting reality. We're losing people to blips and problems on YouTube's end. Death Stranding provides the same gameplay loops as almost any other open world game. Gameplay wise, it may be his best. Yeah, it's highly praised game. I wonder if we can get Jocko. How many gray names are here right now? I bet you we can get Jocko in with some gifteds. There's not very many gray names left today. Are we close to 200 likes? Oh, we can hit 200 likes. There's got to be 30 of you that haven't smashed it yet. That might help. If you haven't smashed the like button yet, do so for me. I have a 2080 Ti and 11th gen Intel, so I think I'm basically on par with your system, so I'll see if I can figure out something. Emu's weird. No two systems are the same. I'm balanced. Finished working. Now spend some time with the kids. Good discussions. All right, English. Oh, good to see you. Metal Gear Solid 3, 4, and 5 are tough to beat gameplay-wise, says Eugene. Yeah, we're kind of bouncing back. YouTube must be doing something today. We didn't have these issues yesterday. This game's $30. Yeah. Can I get a gifted member if I can't remember myself because of location? Wait, are you not able to accept gifts, Jocko? Like when it pops up and people gift members, can you not click it? And there was another blip as I'm leaving. I told you, I knew something was going on. Parry is terrible, but the game is fun. Just got a blip, so yeah. I knew it. I was like, we never hemorrhage viewers in the first hour of a gameplay breakdown. Gameplay breakdowns are always just dunkers. They're easy. Everybody comes in, hangs out, and watches the content. and discusses it. You know what I mean? I've never hemorrhaged viewers in the first hour of a gameplay stream. Never. I don't care how big or popular the title is. You don't have people leaving hand over fist. Like, YouTube's clearly having problems today. All right, so here's a boss fight. This is the first boss you could play in the demo. And he's pretty tough. Oh, he interrupted. That was pretty good. Whoever recorded this has practiced this fight. Because he interrupted. Oh, he got greedy. I rarely get blips, but I've had quite a few today. I mean, the good news is it's not on my end. Like, my internet's not acting up or doing anything goofy. The bad news is we have no control over it. Like, I can't troubleshoot it or change anything. We're just, YouTube's doing stuff with live streams, with servicing live streams. I don't know what it is that they're doing, but it's been causing issues. I can't member or super chat. Oh, then yeah, you probably can't get the member. Can Junko get gifts? I can give 10. I don't think he can get... I don't think Jocko can get gifted. Because of his region, I don't think he can get anything. Never mind if people hated Death Stranding before even playing. That's why its user score is that low. And to some of the critics, criticism was dumb. How is it highly praised? It's an 82 Metacritic and a 7.2 user score. I don't trust Metacritic anymore. I don't really reference Metacritic for certain games. I find the Steam scores to be far better. And when I go to Steam, it has 4,000 reviews and it's a 92%. So I think that's a far better indicator. Far better indicator. Those are people that actually played the game. Those are people that actually bought the game. 4,000 people. What's the Metacritic? I'm going to the Metacritic right now. A 7.2, 18,000. 7.1, 600. A 7.8 from 2,000. So it has more user scores than two of these, the director's cut and the PC version. It has more scores than those two combined. And it has a 90, what did I say, a 92? So Death Stranding PS4 has 18,000 and it got a 7.3. Again, PS4. Maybe it didn't run as well on that system. I don't know. You go to Metacritic and you see those user scores sometimes, and it's just like, it's so hard to know why it's that low. When I go to Steam and a game has, what did it have? I forget what I said. I'm going to look it up again. When I go to Steam and out of 4,000 reviews, it has a 92, that's frickin' strong. Like, anything over 90% on Steam when you get into the thousands of reviews is, like, really impressive. It ran really good on the PS4 Pro. Ran fine on the PS4. I can't tell you why it scored so low on the PS4. I don't know why. I don't know why it seemingly fared so much better on PC, on Steam, getting a 92%. A 92% is a really impressive score, honestly. Anything over 90 I find to be pretty impressive on Steam. Man, I want to Mickery counter this guy so bad. Oh, he's turning the tide on him. Doing the spear right back. Okay, that execution was kind of hot. See, I kind of wish the shield recharged. You see the shield over there? 30 out of 300. The white bar. I kind of wish that thing recharged on its own, but I don't know. Because your health is beneath it. It seems like there's going to be ways to replenish that white bar regularly, without, without like having to use potions, like executions and stuff. So I guess I'll have to give the game maybe some room to breathe. Like maybe you get to the point where you're able to very regularly refresh that white bar. Metacritic has kind of become, it's an Xbox or a Sony game, 1 star because of that type of review. Yeah, you totally can see people go there just to downvote, like, I'm a call right now. I bet you God of War Ragnarok gets review bombed on Metacritic just because the Xbox boys are salty. There are Xbox guys on Twitter. Oh, this is a boss. This is a boss. No, we don't get to see it? Frick. Oh, that was cool. It's a weirdo battleground. That's what I mean. Like, there are already Xbox guys planning on trying to spoil Ragnarok for people. Like, organizing on Twitter and being like, let's all go into streams and spoil the game and blah, blah, blah. So it wouldn't surprise me at all if Ragnarok gets review bombed literally just by Xbox fans that are salty. You know what I mean? And it wouldn't surprise me if people do the same thing when Starfield comes out. They just are going to go try to hate on Starfield, almost as like a response. Aqua Diet? No. The online mechanic in Death Stranding is something I've never seen before. It happens with Sony games more often. Maybe. A little console back and forth can be fun, but people get out of hand. I just think there are people that they don't have anything better to do. Like, that's just what they do. Like, they spend their days trying to hurt. Either, streamers, content creators, gamers, whoever. That's what they do online. They try and hurt people. They try and disrupt their day, spew stuff on their timeline. It's just they're bored and or frustrated people, bored and or frustrated people. And I think it pours out into things like, Metacritic and review bombing. It's just people that's how they get their frustrations out, True, because Sony games come out more often. Happens more to Sony games because Sony games come out more often. Maybe it's just because there haven't been many Xbox One first-party games come out recently. Right. You guys are saying the same thing. Why does it feel like the game's running sub-30s? I think they have motion blur on, and I think however they captured the gameplay didn't do a great job. Whatever they captured this on, they have motion blur turned all the way up, and their capture method's bad. I can tell by watching the animations of the players that it's a 60 FPS game. I don't know what the frick they did capturing this. It's pretty bad. We'll see what happens with Starfield. I mean, I think Starfield's going to get obliterated in the reviews because of how it runs on the Series S. I think Starfield's going to get annihilated in the reviews. And I think people are going to blame it on review bombing by Sony fans, but I think that thing's going to get shredded. It's going to be like Cyberpunk. And that's my prediction. I'm not hating on the title. I'm looking forward to playing it on my Series X. But, man, oh man. I'm telling you, I see signs of bad things coming for that title on the Series S. Motion blur? Herc, no. Yeah, I hate motion blur. It's like one of the first things I always turn off. Camera shake, motion blur, off, off. FOV, give it a bump. Yeah, that disruption he does there is pretty cool. So when this guy charges up, he throws that thing and it causes a nice big disruption. So there are moments where you can get a good disruption. If you're just tuning in, we seem like we may be having a bit of a bounce back. I was giving it a little bit of time. YouTube's been having some issues. So if you're having to refresh, if audio's messing up, if it's like what we call it a blip, if you're getting blips, I am sorry. I don't know what's happening. We need 8 more likes for 200 likes though, so we are getting pretty good likes. But YouTube's been having some issues today, so I apologize if it's been affecting your viewing experience. We're still having a good time having conversations and talking. We did a stream this morning about Sea of Thieves, and now we're checking out Thymesia gameplay. We've looked at multiple videos, one from Game Informer, a couple from IGN. Don't forget chromatic aberration and lens flares. I've been playing GT7 with the gyro controls. Got a little stand that simulates a steering wheel, and DualSense is an amazing controller. It feels like steering. Motion blur, camera shake, depth of field, all off. FOV around 95. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, let me go through here and fix all this. There, another good disruption there. Oh, and he gets him with the claw. That's dope. I wonder if you can aggro bait this guy. Like, keep going back and making him do that big green thing. It looks like you really, really have to choose your moments in this. Yeah, there we go. And now you can claw him. That was nice. That was nice. I like that. This game's going to be good, especially for 30. I'm looking forward to it. I like trying games like this. We just need a couple more likes for 200, like 3 more. Let's go, let's go. We might be able to squeeze this stream into a good place. If we just keep going, YouTube might stabilize and we might do okay. We've been live a little over an hour, and it seems like it might be calming down. I don't know. I'm gonna check. I'm checking something on the back end. I would expect this game to be around 8 hours long. Yeah, probably 6 to 8 hours long. Yeah. Well, we're not getting good search results, but at least we're getting the right search funnel. We're just not getting a ton. I actually checked this game out because of the video you made about it. Oh, really? Did I made a video about this? I didn't think did we upload? Did we upload a first look? Yeah, sadly, if you go Tymesia gameplay, we're a little bit down in the results, so that's probably not helping us. Well, that might help us. Peepo gifting members. I love doing that when there's a very faithful core group still hanging out. It means the right people are going to get gifted memberships. Claudio, Hellish Smoker, Dave Dunlap, Dragonstalker, and Brandon Cassetta. You guys all got memberships. Be sure to thank Peepo. Thank you for doing that, Peepo. That's very generous. That'll definitely... I honestly think sometimes gifted, turns the tide for a stream. It suddenly makes the stream oh, hey, something's happening there. It's popping. And then, YouTube gives us some love. So thank you for that, Peepo. That might help. Oh, I did of the demo? I didn't know that I did that. Is it hanging out over there on first look? Thymesia. No. When did I play it? Is it over there and spelled wrong? Because I just searched that page for it and I'm not seeing it. We played Shattered, Tale of the Forgotten King, which looks kind of like this. I am not seeing Thymesia over there. Did we do it on this channel? Yo, what's good, Feed? I see you in the chat. I'd like to hear your thoughts on Steel Rising. I think Steel Rising looks sick. Thymesia. I don't know when I played it. I can't find it. This is my only Thymesia video. Reforge Thymesia. Yeah, this is the only video I'm seeing. I named it some weird crap with bad Parry. It's over there. I'm not seeing it over there on first look. I'm not seeing it. So she must be the big bad, because she leaves you to fight this brute, and we don't actually get to see it. We don't get to see the fight. The video was from May? I swear, did we misspell it? It might... LOL, it's not over there. Maybe you played it? I can't find it on this channel either. Did we do an update about it? I wonder if we did an update about it. This is the new footage that Game Informer released. If we did an update about it, then the search algorithm's really bad, because I searched for Reforge Tymesia and I couldn't find it. No, Lies of P is over on there. It's on updates? I just searched for it on updates. It's not there. If it's there, it's misspelled. Yeah, Thy. Yeah. Tymesia is not showing up over there. I don't know. I don't know where it is. You did play it, but I'm pretty sure you didn't upload anything because you didn't like it. Did I play that? I didn't play that in a members only stream. I swear I played it. I swear I played it by myself off stream, and we decided not to do anything with it. I couldn't get good footage. I just kept dying. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you saw me play it. Unless you fever dreamed it. Unless you fever dreamed it, my man. Oh, did we talk about it in a rundown? Maybe we talked about it in a rundown. Maybe it's hanging out over on radio. Nope. Thought you said you didn't upload because the footage was bad. It was. What's updates? As in a Steam page or a website? I have 4 channels, one of which we're not doing anything with right now. This is Reforge Gaming. Then we have Reforge Updates. It's like little 4-minute updates about gaming news. Then we have Reforge First Look, which is first look at games. We took a break on that channel, but I'm going to start putting stuff there again. And then Reforge Radio, I don't know what to do with it. I don't know. I might consider jumpstarting Reforge Radio to see if I can do like off-the-cuff reactions to like TV shows, because we're about to enter a really good era of TV shows like She-Hulk. I wonder if I could just start uploading like little 8 to 10 minute videos about each episode. Just me ranting. I don't know. He died like 19 times in 30 seconds and was cursing left and right, so no upload. That's not true. I didn't send any video that was that. I didn't do that. I really, really, tried to like this game. What I was trying to do was, I wanted to get the opening really down pat so that I could record me playing it. And I just couldn't do it. I kept dying in, really stupid ways. Definitely not She-Hulk. Negativity sells. What do you mean? Homie, if we would have been doing weekly rant sessions about Obi-Wan, I'm telling you, that channel could be twice its size right now. That's my gut instinct. That's my gut. If I would have been uploading a weekly rant about the weekly Obi-Wan episode, as well as when I was watching Stranger Things, like a weekly episode breakdown, I don't know. I feel like that channel would have been in a good spot, because the people here would have supported it. They'd go watch that content. A lot of them would. I don't know. It's just my gut. It's my gut instinct that That's what we got to do. I don't think that trying to do a personal approach to that channel, I don't think is going to work. It's not big enough, and I don't think enough people would care. Yeah, Rings of Power's on the horizon, She-Hulk. They all look so terrible. Like a TLDR of a TV series. Stranger Things was good, though. Yeah, but people still love a good breakdown, like, discussion session about a video, about a show. IRL has no footing right now unless you have size. Yeah, we need to, we can do that in 2 years. Projections have us at being like a 100K channel in 2 years. So in 2 years, we'll start doing personal content. What do you mean? I thought you loved Obi-Wan? No, I hated it. Call Saul. No, my wife and I were enjoying it, and for whatever reason, we fell off with it. But I've heard it's had a wonderful ending, so we're going to start it really soon. We got to get through Star Trek, though. Last of Us Part 1 is going to fail hard. Going to PC for $70. They might adjust, man. Spider-Man got kind of hurt by having a full price tag. Would you ever do reaction videos to the shows? I would love to do that. That's easy content, homie. I can push the record button, have a little outline in my hand, and just frickin' go and riff easily for 10 minutes. The question would be, is anybody going to want to watch that? Usually people that do TV show breakdown content or movie content, like, they put a lot of editing time into screenshots and clips, like, Angry Joe and some of these other guys. And they always get in trouble because they put in clips and stuff that get dinged. So I would want to avoid all that and just sit and do my thing, which is king of the one take. Hit the record button and go. I just don't know if I feel like it could really do well, but I could be wrong. I could have delusions of grandeur in thinking that, like, the general public is going to enjoy that kind of content. I flourish in the live environment because people can come in and have that back and forth, that spice, that debate, and that's good television. A 10-minute session where I'm like, all right, let's break down She-Hulk episode 2, and I'm going off and I'm ranting and pointing out all the stupidity, or talking about how I'm pleasantly surprised, whichever. I just don't know if that has any footing because there's so many channels that do that. And they can tell you the third key grip associate to the water boy, and Lono's not doing that level of research. Yeah, mine would be more like reaction content, which reaction content's really strong right now, so I don't know. I mean, maybe people would enjoy that. They'd be like, this guy doesn't get into all the technical stuff and all the breakdowns of the writers and the screenplay. He just freaking reacts to the content. It's great. I don't know. You gonna check out Cult of the Lamb? Oh, I want to so bad. Yeah, I really, really want to play Cult of the Lamb. Normies get away with it too. They have a timer counter. It just, I just don't like fiddling around with putting stuff like that in the video. It's just not worth it. What I want to do with radio is something that I could do once or twice a week, low effort, and just kick the videos over there, like, and have it be something that I'm enjoying. So even if the videos don't do that well, it's just fun, which me ranting about a TV show would be fun. I do that once or twice a week, depending on how many shows are out that are worth talking about. I'm gonna throw out 2 words and go back to work. Repeat theater. Yeah, and repeat theater was us going and watching old content. So I'm gonna throw out 2 words. False equivalency. Me giving breakdowns of shows that literally just aired. Some of our best episodes on repeat theater was when we literally reviewed something that just happened. Like when Wolvie and I reviewed Wonder Woman, that video took off like a frickin' rocket because we had a group that was supporting it. It spun up and it got a ton of viewers. Like John Campea came into our stream that day. Repeat theater was a good idea, but in practice, it had no traction on YouTube. Rewatching Breaking Bad, really? Rewatching movies that were years old? That doesn't work. That's a false equivalency. I'm not talking about doing that. I'm talking about like once a week being like, all right, guys, the latest Rings of Power. What the frick is going on? Like if I'd have done that with Wheel of Time and with Stranger Things, and with Obi-Wan. I don't know, man. I feel like those videos would have pulled at least $1 to $2 grand, which is really all we need. That's all we need. We just need a little channel. We just need the channel to do something. You know? We were daily going over there and trying to do live stream reviews of shows and movies that were old. It's a great idea you don't have enough time to properly invest in. Maybe. Again, if we premiered them at the end of a day and we sent our homies over there with redirect and spun the video up, and it was me talking about the latest episode of Rings of Power or She-Hulk, and it's literally a one-shot video that I did, I feel like those videos would play. I feel like those videos would play. I'm not talking about doing like an hour and a half long stream with Wolvie. I'm talking about recording a video over the weekend that takes me 10 minutes, and then we just premiere it on a Monday. Or I don't know what She-Hulk's gonna do, but like, what was Obi-Wan? Obi-Wan was like airing on Wednesdays or something. So I would like record it, Thursday afternoon. Well, yeah, that would be the challenge. I think the biggest challenge would be, when would I record them? I'd have to record them almost like the following morning because we would want that relevancy. I think the biggest challenge wouldn't be doing it. It would be the timing. I think it would be the timing. I feel like we need to focus on gaming. I feel like we are focusing on gaming. I feel like we've hit a great rhythm and there's not much else for us to do. We sit down, we do the talk shows, we chill with members. This, channel's doing what it needs to do. After I watch a new show, I always head to YouTube to watch reactions. I think that would be our biggest challenge, would be the timing of it. Because I'd watch the episode in the evening with Madam. There ain't no way I'm going to walk in the other room and record the video right away. There's just no way. Unless her and I could get into a good rhythm of starting the episode at like 9 o'clock. So I could all right, it's only 10 o'clock. Let me go quickly record a video. I highly doubt that's going to happen. We have 2 kiddos. She's in the room laughing. There's just no way. Which means I'd have to record it the next morning, so that way it would be ready that afternoon. Stop. Is this a Dark Souls ripoff? No, not at all. It's a Souls-like with very little in common with Souls, as far as the combat is concerned. The combat rhythm and the combat design is very unique, actually. Like, I'm confident in my ability to record 1 or 2 videos a week about shows I'm watching because I enjoy doing that. It happens all the time in the stream, right? Somebody's like, hey, did you see the most recent episode? We spent like an hour one day in members only debating like Obi-Wan, right? So like, it would be easy. It wouldn't be hard for me to do. It would be hard to time it, right? Like, when I'm watching a show, homie, I'll talk about that show all day. When I was watching Stranger Things, I loved that one day when we got, like, into all our theories about what actually happened at the end, right? That was really fun. It wouldn't be difficult. 1 take, 10-minute video, boom, no problem at all. The problem is, when the frick am I going to do it is the biggest issue. Because my wife and I would watch it in the evening. We would want the video to debut the next day. And I think that would be extremely challenging. I'm confident in you. I have zero faith in it being supported. I think we have a couple examples on Repeat Theater that prove that wrong. When we went over to Repeat Theater and we covered something relevant, it was supported and then it got traction in the algorithm. Wonder Woman is a great example. We reviewed Wonder Woman the Monday after I could stream it. I didn't go see that in the theaters. I didn't. So Wonder Woman had been out for a while. It had just become streamable, so it had relevancy again. And that frickin' video took off like a rocket because we had a group of people come over and support it, and then the algorithm picked it up. And that was a movie that had just hit streaming, so its relevancy was questionable. Like, it was only relevant because you could stream it. You know what I mean? You would have to do it literally right after the episode or first thing in the morning. Please check my previous messages. So what we can learn from this is the more you hype the next stream, the bigger momentum it's going to have. What do you mean, Colin? The more you hype it? Talk about it later, because this goes against the complete grain of next year's plan when we shut down radio. Well, if we shut down radio, we got to put something over there. It's a channel with a sub base. It's got membership. It's got monetization. We can't shut the channel down. We got to do something with it. I miss split screen. Died laughing on your color commentating. Yeah, unfortunately, M-Gene, unfortunately, I Can Cast Anything is a brilliant idea that will never go anywhere because the copyright system's so abused on the platform. I just got tired of every video getting struck. Every video was getting hit because these douchers are like, he put my video in his video. It's like, yeah, that's how YouTube works. You know what I mean? The previous one I sent? Before that? How are you making me scroll, Khaled? Let's go. Repeat theater getting revived. That coot baby. Radical sending me pictures of the babe. We agreed it had to be gaming only for the foreseeable future. Can't split the base. It's too small. Oh. Look at him smiling. 5 months. He's not even half a year old. He's big. Big baby. No, the one after that. So what we can learn from this is that the more you hype the next stream, the bigger momentum it will have. I'm trying to find what you're talking about. Khaled, what's your avatar look like? I don't... Can you just retype it, bro? I don't see what the frick you're talking about. I try not to get tilted, but the scroll up thing is so irritating. I read it. Oh, I talked about Tymesia in Discord. I wonder, did I upload anything in the Discord that time? I feel like I had footage and I tried to show people like, yeah, here's the problem with the parries or something. Maybe I did that. Maybe I uploaded like a 30-second clip in the Discord. What is this game? It's called Tymesia. It's a Souls-like and it launches tomorrow. Wish you could react to Paprika's videos, the heavily edited video in the Discord. Part of me wonders if that's what we should turn that channel into, is just Reforge Reacts, and we just get good gaming videos to react to. Because I just wonder if that's better suited for upload content. We've done it in the live environment a couple of times, and after we're done, we get like an hour in, it's like, we gotta bail. We gotta get the frick out of here, because now it's a reaction video and we're not reacting. Do you know what I mean? I wonder if it would be a lot cleaner if I just was regularly grabbing like a video that you guys said, hey, react to this. And I was like, all right, let me react to it. And it ends up being like a 20-minute upload, maybe a 30-minute upload, instead of like an hour to an hour and a half long stream that gets awkward. It's like all of a sudden we're not reacting. Like we stopped doing reaction content because it felt awkward. It was like I loved it, but I also felt like it felt like what we were doing with Repeat Theater. It's like, I don't need to be live to do this. I would go over and like review a movie or a show, and I'm like, this doesn't make sense to do in a live environment. That's exactly what that channel should be. Well, then we're in agreement there. That's another thing that's low effort. Reaction content recorded is low effort. I put the video on and I just go. And it ends up being, 20 to 30 minutes. Finding a window to record it is the biggest challenge, because that's not me watching a show that's woven into my life and then recording a video. That's me going and finding a video and then recording the reaction. It's a little bit more involved, but I actually think that's what we should do with. That's another thing I think we could try with that channel, because we can react live and repurpose to that channel as well to do it passively. Yeah, we got to figure out how to do that though. I think that's the biggest challenge. That's the biggest challenge. Because how do you take like an hour-long reaction video and put it over there? We need to hire an editor or suddenly have creature editing, and I just don't know if that's worth our efforts right now. Because how many people are going to go watch that video if they were there for the hour-long one? Like, that channel is mostly people that are here, so who the frick's going to watch it? Does that make sense? Low-effort passive gaming content is all you should be creating for the next 2 years. I like the idea it was a book club for movies. It was a great idea. It really was. I stand by the fact that repeat theater as a concept was fantastic. If I had the reach of someone like Ludwig or Tim the Tapman, we could have easily launched that and it would have been successful and a frickin' blast. We are watching gameplay. I'm not playing. I'm a great editor, I'll have you know. Right, but is it worth you spending time doing that, creature? We have you working on a bunch of different things. So if we divert your bandwidth to editing reaction content that most of our loyal audience has already seen, that feels like a giant waste of time. Maybe Reforge Theater? Yeah, maybe one day we launch that when we have the size to justify it. And it's just something fun we do once a week. I don't know. I think it makes more sense to be like, there's plenty of people that we know are cool with reaction content. I resent the message. Call it, it's not coming through. It must be too long. The dude playing this game really sucks. Yeah, they don't do very well. They start to get more effective here because they start to use the mechanics of getting the shield down and then using the claw, as they just did. They do start to get better. Yeah, Khalid, the reason I couldn't find your message, it must be too long. It's not coming through. So you're either going to have to send it in the Discord, or there must be something you're putting in the message that's getting filtered. It's not in the chat. I would say reacting on analysis videos like Skill Up and Force Gaming, and then debating is the best. Lono needs an unpaid intern. Pay them with experience. I'm so good at one taking a video, it doesn't make any sense to either have creature editing or hire an editor. It doesn't make any sense. My skill set doesn't require that. We do anything that's not low effort, passive gaming content, it's 100% counterproductive to the goals of Reforge Gaming. I think of it this way, creature. If we're regularly, a couple of times a week, trying to put out a first 30-minute video for Reforged First Look, I think reaction content can fall into a similar flow. Once or twice a week, I grab a video, react to it, I kick the recording to you, we premiere it, and we take everybody over there from members. It gives it a decent bump to start it, and then it has a good shot for velocity. He doesn't even like editing. I would add more to the videos, but he doesn't like it. I've never seen it. Like, I've never seen it. You've not done it with my content. My content's honestly too short most of the time. Most of what you're uploading is too short for editing, so you've not done it for me to really judge. It has to have the purpose of feeding gaming, which I think first looks and reaction content could be if we do it right. I think Paprika will really appreciate having his content reacted to. He's really underrated and very funny. Well, no, about Wonder Woman taking off. The thing that did that video good was how you trash talked about it back in the Destiny days. People said Lono trash talked that. I'm going to watch the stream. Yeah, but if you looked at the metrics on the back end, Mithrax, most of our viewership on the Wonder Woman stream was new people. We got picked up by the algorithm and everybody came in. Like I said, John Campea is a huge TV movie review YouTuber, and he wandered in and super chatted. Like, we were riding high that day on the algorithm. It's because it was a relevant movie, and we had a core of people that came over every day. When you have a really small channel and you have a bunch of people coming in and watching right off the bat and it's relevant, it's a recipe for success. It's why this channel has done so well. We brought a very loyal group of people to a channel with 5,000 subs, and we talked about relevant things. And suddenly, YouTube took notice, and we started growing. December and January to now, December and January is when we started really cooking, and now it's like as long as we're talking about something relevant, we get very good results. And it's because we have a loyal base on a relatively small channel. We're not exactly small anymore. Campea? I thought it was Campea. It's a... Oh, I see what you're saying. It has to be a sample of the kind of content they would get from you. Which makes sense why you're like, we can't do TV shows and movies. That's not a sample of what you're primarily doing. I get it. You're saying everything should be an audition for here. Like the shorts that we put up, like the stuff that I put on TikTok, the stuff that I put on Instagram. It's all an audition for the main stage of what we do every day. That makes sense. So first looks and reaction content are in some measure a sample of what I do. I actually think the reaction content is more of an accurate sampling of what I do. We don't do gameplay that often on the channel, but I think the first look channel has tons of potential. I found your channel end of January. Yeah, December and January we were doing double talk show and we leaned away from gameplay and we just started taking off. People were digging it. We were meeting new people. Our audience loved it, you know? I think I want to try it. I think I want to try a video. I want to try to find a video that'll make for good reaction content and just try and sit down and do a recording and see how it feels. And then I'll let Creature watch it and see what he thinks. Like, I'll just do one just to see. See how it feels. Did I enjoy it? Does it seem like something I could do once or twice a week, you know? I am for reaction content. I'm against talking TV. It's not what you do or what you're known for, and it's not what you want to do or be known for. That's for sure. That's for sure. Sorry, but Paprika is slow, boring, and not funny at all. Not trying to crap on him, but his content's just bland. I'm not familiar with his content. Somebody put a video in the Discord and wanted me to react to it. If you are just tuning in, we're checking out Thymesia gameplay. We might actually play it and check it out tomorrow. Interest today has been good enough, I think, to check it out tomorrow, because interest today has been actually good in spite of all the problems that YouTube's been having today. YouTube's been kind of making things tough on us. We've been having blips and audio stutters, and a lot of people are having to refresh. And so... Oh. Who is this? Cool. I'm not trying to crap on this guy while dropping a turn on his face. Are you going to cover the Gamescom showcase? Yes, we are. I got an email from Jeff Keighley inviting me to co-stream again, so I just have to fill out the form. It wasn't like to me personally, but he was sending it out to people who previously co-streamed, and we're gonna co-stream it again. It's looking very promising. It's looking very promising. The email he sent says that they're gonna have stuff from Sonic Frontiers, Hogwarts Legacy, Callisto Protocol, High on Life, and Return to Monkey Island. So looks very, very promising. From now until the end of the year, we're in a great spot. I'm not traveling until Thanksgiving, and then I'll travel again in December, but it'll be early December, which I looked and it doesn't look like anything's launching. It's like December 8th to the 13th or something. That should be kind of a dead spot, from what I could tell. If Lono did upload a react, I can see the thumbnail. Lono with his shocked or surprised face. That's the one thing I don't want to do that Creature's going to make me do. If we launch a reaction channel, he's going to want me to, like, give him a bunch of pictures of my face. I'll, pull the green screen up and be like... He's going to want all those faces. And I hate it. I freaking hate it. I've been asking for expression headshots for 2 years. Yeah, he wants them, and I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Use the emotes, not your face. No, I think if we successfully decided to push a reaction channel, because Reforge React sounds awesome. I think if we did that. You didn't send a list of 28. I think you said all the basic emotions or something. I don't know if you actually sent a list. The Last of Us Part 1 review embargo is August 31st. They must be really freaking confident. They must be really freaking confident. That's early, isn't it? That feels really, really early. Is Lono going to play the God of War DLC? Yeah. The basic 8 and variations? Yeah. You know the hard part about doing it, Creature, is Madam is the one that has to take the pictures, and she would just frickin' make fun of me the whole time. We wouldn't get anything accomplished. It was hard enough when we had to come into the studio every night, take a picture for the daily thumbnail. Remember when we were putting me on the thumbnail? I frickin' hated that. Lono only has one emotion. Freaking. Game drops on September the 2nd. I think so. Yeah. They're letting the embargo drop days before it releases. That's ballsy, man. That's ballsy. You can do it by yourself easy? I love reaction content, especially to music and movies. I guess I'm a sucker for confirmation bias. Everyone's a sucker for confirmation bias. I literally got into content creation because I watched Angry Joe's review of Destiny, and I was like, he's saying all the things I've always said. It was like therapeutic. It was like therapeutic to watch it. It felt amazing to see somebody say everything I had been saying. This looks similar to Bloodborne. Yeah, a little bit. Combat's a little bit different. The combat system in this is actually going to be one of the things that I think either wins people over or turns them off, because it's got things to it that if you don't do properly, you're going to get obliterated. This isn't the footage that I wanted to show. Where's the one? Yeah, this is the one I wanted. Twilight Circus. They're dropping the embargo 2 full days. That's not early. That's pretty standard, at least for Sony titles. Okay, it feels early to me. Maybe it's because it's the month is different, but it's still only a couple of days. I mean, it feels early to me, but maybe that's because I was just anticipating people kind of ripping it up, and they're confidently walking out and saying it's gonna be awesome. You know. Is there no Parry, or is the person playing my mom? I swear there is somebody that intentionally resets my preferences on Twitter. Like when something is trending, I have told them 1,000 times I'm not interested in anything around Bungie and Destiny. And I swear I go to my notifications page and it refreshes as I go to click. Like, oh, PlayStation 5 is trending. Why is it trending? And I swear it changes as my mouse is on the way over, and it changes to something like Destiny related. And I'm like, I've literally clicked the 3 dots and said, I'm not interested in this. Tons of times. I swear somebody messes with my account on the back end just to be a turd. Are you planning on jumping in Cult of the Lamb? Looks like you might have fun with that. The problem with Cult of the Lamb is we missed the window. Like, we missed the window on Cult of the Lamb. Sadly. If you don't play something like that on launch date, like, I don't see it doing well now. Not to mention, it has an extension on purple, so viewership got funneled pretty sharply over there. These games that do drops and they do drops and they do, you know, extensions and reasons to watch over there, they make it really, really hard as a YouTube streamer. Like, it's been a week, it's an indie title, and people are playing it over there, with an extension. So that tends to hurt us. Yeah, same day, day before, day after. Right. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, YouTube's definitely having some problems today. It just took a second to save the next video. Fun to play off stream. The hard thing is if I'm gonna play a game off stream, it's gotta be something that I play with Madam. Like, I can't play by myself. That just doesn't work. That doesn't work. I just don't have time. Like, if I could play games off stream, I would have finished all of the Outposts in Tsushima and the Ghost of Ikishima DLC, and I haven't done that. The channel doesn't largely support gameplay at length because the channel is basically a talk show. So if I'm not doing a talk show, it runs out of steam very quickly. And, you know, generally speaking, I'm fine with that because I like doing the talk show more anyway. But that also means if I'm going to play games off stream, I'm either going to be recording for the channel or playing a co-op game with my wife. You're pretty meh on this title. Is it true? Game Pass on PS, PlayStation soon? No. The not interested feature just sucks. I've seen stuff on Twitter. I've said I'm not interested all the time. A popular podcaster that always has his face on camera hates taking and sending pictures. Who knew? I just have never liked doing selfies in general, and I've also not liked... I've never, like... I know that it works. But, like, I just don't enjoy that thumbnail game that you kind of have to play. I don't know. He hates it? Yeah, I do. I just do. I don't know. I hate having my picture... It's not that I hate having my picture taken. I hate taking the cheesy pictures for that kind of stuff. Not being able to block channels on purple has been a peeve of mine. Right, because it just assumes if you're watching a certain game that you want to watch so-and-so. Like, let's say that you have nothing against Ninja, but you know that you're never going to watch Ninja. You're never going to watch him. And you watch a lot of Fortnite, and then you just keep getting fed Ninja's, like, content at the top and stuff. You're like, look, you know what I'm saying? You're like, nothing against the guy. I actually like him, but, like, nothing against the guy, but you're like, I'm not going to watch his content. Quit putting him at the top. But because you watch the games he plays, that's just going to happen. What's the verdict on this game? The verdict on this game is that the interest was good enough today that I will be playing this tomorrow. It launches tomorrow. I think we're going to check it out tomorrow. We are probably also going to be playing Sea of Thieves tomorrow because the new adventure drops. So it looks like we're going to do one talk show tomorrow in the morning, and then we'll do Sea of Thieves gameplay first because that'll probably be more popular, and then we'll redirect from Sea of Thieves gameplay over to this. We'll check this out for probably an hour or a little bit more, and then we'll end tomorrow, you know, with members. Yo, I just got promoted to shop manager. Let's go. Yo, get it, bro. I hate my picture being taken in general. I blame my dad. He always takes pics of everything. I don't mind my picture being taken. I'm not one of those people that they're like, hey, let's take a picture. And I'm like, oh, no, and like hide my face. I don't like doing the cheesy, like, it feels so corporate to like take a picture and use it on like your website. Be like, hi, I'm Lono. Like, there's just something very corporate about it. And then when you do it for thumbnails, I did it for a while on the shorts, and I always just felt like such a cheeseball doing it. I did it, and I don't know. I get why it works, and I get why Creature wants them. I understand it at an intellectual level, but I don't want to do it. FYI, if you do the Hunter's Cry, you start the quest at the person outside the tavern at an outpost. Yeah. And then you just like sail into the Sea of the Damned or whatever. Yeah. I'm kind of excited to just go in and do, you know, some basic PvE stuff. I think this is our guy. What do you think? Our recommendation should be the same bold as all of the other words, like nutritional facts, brewing instructions, and sourcing are all bold, and our recommendation is not, so it kind of doesn't look right. I think other than that, it looks good. Yes. Do we get in any kind of weird territory putting nutritional facts on there? Embrace your inner cheesiness. Right. What about what's there? I think it's fine. I don't know. The nutritional facts like throws me off. I understand what we're doing. We're trying to fill dead space. Trying to fill negative space. I don't know. My gut is to not put it there. Let's kick it over to members and just maybe let them see it and see what they think. We're going to call it there. We actually squeezed this into a pretty decent stream, even though YouTube was crap in the bed. We're pulling a good 2-hour stream, and it's got decent viewership, decent likes. I'm going to post to members now to remind people. Time for members only. Sneak peek at something new. I'll just say sneak peek at something new. Let's do this. Members only sneak peek something new. And we'll send that tweet. I'll hit the Discord. Just in case redirect doesn't work, I'll put a link in chat. If you're not a member, you can become a member for $5 a month. If you're super loyal, try and be here as often as you can, and you might get a gifted membership. Gifted memberships go to people who are the most loyal. And if you made it this far in today's stream, then you're pretty dadgum loyal. So do me a favor and click the link or stick around. It'll just bring you over. It should redirect. Bees love members only streams. Oh gosh, rad. What's happening? Okay, give me a second here. Yeah, we're going members only now. That we're about to hit our 5th hour of streaming. I try to go between 5 and 6 hours of streaming. This stream sadly just didn't go anywhere because YouTube was having all kinds of trouble, so we didn't get any momentum, and we should have because it's brand new gameplay. YouTube was having a bunch of trouble, so we got our legs chopped off during like the first 20 minutes, and there's nothing you can do when that happens. So we wrote it out. We got a nice little 2-hour stream, but we got to end a little teeny bit early. We've usually been doing about a 3-hour stream in the morning and about a 2-hour stream in the afternoon, so that's actually been kind of normal lately. It's about 5 hours, and then that leaves room for about an hour of gameplay, but I don't have anything to play today, so. Hey, if you clicked on this, you're a member and you weren't here for the live stream. If you're watching it as a VOD, that's a good reason to be in the Discord. Use that Discord link in the description below. It's in the link. It's in the description of all the videos. Discord.gg/ReforgeTV. I will be giving you a sneak peek at something new today. We got some coffee labels that we're working on, and we're going to let the members kind of weigh in on what they think of what we're working on. We're getting ready to place the holiday order for the coffee, so we appreciate your support if you've been ordering Reforge Roast. I'm going to end the previous stream. We checked out Thymesia gameplay. We also debated Sea of Thieves again, and we're looking forward to that adventure tomorrow. Holy frick!